No, we were nearing retirement age, and yeah, sort of undecided about where we would live, and we wanted a place that was safe. They use the American dollar, so there's no exchange problem. It's a very stable country, and full of nice people.
And we like the weather, because we came from the San Francisco Bay Area, and it gets damp and wet and foggy there. So the cold, you don't have very many months of warm weather there. So we want it warm, and we didn't want to live in the cooler parts of Panama. And this was the perfect place for us. So we just decided, we did a little research on our own on the internet. We found our house 15 years ago, and we've been very happy. And we've had lots of wonderful experiences here. Made friends, Panamanian, other expats. And the expat community is very supportive to help you find things that you're looking for. Facebook groups help a lot, and we just are happy here. And I'm happy with him here.
I am Fred, and this is my wife Linda. We're talking to you from Chapala, which is near Vista Alegre, Arraiján in Panama. It's a very small community. We like it because it's normally very quiet. There's a lot of nature here.
And we have a lot of resources. When we moved here 15 years ago, we had an El Rey. Well, in the last, how many years? 5 years, maybe? They developed Costa Verde and the marketplace. And there's Reba Smith, there's Do-It Center, there's Novi, there's Cochez, there's Afanasu, which makes wonderful pastries and chocolates. And our medical care, TRICARE, because we're both retired military, we have medical care here. In Churrera, there's a clinic, and we have no problems. We get appointments. We do have a little copay, like $3 to see a doctor. You don't find that in too many places. And I saw a specialist, it was only $15. So we have all the resources that we need. And there's a price mark. That's very important. We used to have to go into the city.
Yeah, but the city came to us.
Yeah, it did. I have a dentist. The doctors, most of the doctors at the clinic speak English. And the staff there is very helpful. Oh, and they have a pharmacy in the same building. So it's a one-stop medical facility. And then they also have a hospital out at Brises. It's called Hospital Brises. It's going towards the airport, and it's dedicated, a lot of its services to veterans. This lovely property that we have is 3 acres, and it made us decide more for the property than the house, because the house is pretty good size with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and we have a duplex that we built on what we had the facilities for what was a caretaker's house. And we decided to build the duplex so that we had a little extra income. And we've had a lot of success since 2008 when we built it. We've had very nice people come and go, and a lot of expats that we've helped get settled here. And then they find their forever home. So the property itself, the gardens, I found it on the internet. It was an advertisement, and I said, well, let's just go check it out. And we drove up the driveway. I knew this is where we wanted to live.
I told Linda, I said, don't let them know how much we like it. They might raise the price.
So we went through all the legal procedures, and we did it in a corporation so that our family didn't have to go through our owning personal property. The upkeep of it, we were very fortunate to have good people that we've hired once a week. 3 of them come, and they do the lawn and the house, and we have a handyman that is a gem. He does everything. So the upkeep is not that big of a problem for us, and especially since we're a little older now. So I can't think of anything negative. We're just happy living in our little piece of paradise. Well, in the 15 years that we've been here, the cost of living has changed a little. I don't have any facts to back it up, but I would say that maybe it's increased for us 10%, maybe 15 since 2005.
And part of that has to do with the typical Panamanian diet. I'm sure they've moved away from traditional foods, and now they order pizza. They order pizza to be delivered.
And there is probably every fast food restaurant here that you would find in the States, in addition to some Panamanian named fast food like P.O. is Kentucky Fried Chicken. And the cost, we don't eat out a lot. And so the cost of groceries can depend on where you shop. We shop at the upper end grocery stores because we can get the things that we like. So Reba Smith is on the high end, and you can get almost a lot of products that you would buy in the US. And then you move down to El Rey, and they, sometimes we find what we're looking for. And then you go down to the local, like neighborhood grocery stores at Super 99, Super Extra, Tajanazo, El Fuerte. There's could be a few pennies less. If you go to the little mom and pop grocery stores, it's kind of like a 7-Eleven in the US. You can pick up things. We have one up the road from us. You could almost walk there. That Fred picks up bread and other various small items. So you can live somewhere where you don't have to go to the big grocery stores.
Spanglish.
Well,
my Spanglish.
You do okay with our handyman, who has a few English words and a lot of this and this and.
Well, we can communicate through my iPad.
Well, yeah. In today's translation, electronic translation, neither one of us could hold a conversation. You can deal with a few words, and I know some polite things, and Fred knows a few more things because he deals with our handyman. And when I'm out in the store, sometimes if I have a problem, there's a Panamanian who speaks English that'll come over and help me. And I'm always very grateful for that, because you never know, sometimes things get lost in translation. And you don't understand the word, and even when somebody translates it, you still have a little difficulty. But we've survived without being fluent in Spanish, and that's over 15 years. One of the big advantages of moving to Panama, besides the fact that we don't have to convert our money, is the law requires discounts for older citizens. And at the moment, I think women is 50 and men is 60. I know there's a difference, but my memory is not that sharp.
We meet that criteria.
So the best thing for us is you get 25% off of your base airfare, not the taxes and fees, but 25% off of your airfare is a big chunk of cash. Then there's discount at restaurants, hotels, healthcare, pharmacies. There actually is, you can go online and you can Google. I Google everything. I go to the doctor and he writes me a prescription. Well, I don't understand what it's for. I go home and Google it and decide whether I'm going to get the prescription filled. But if you just Google Obligado Descuentos or discounts in Panama, they'll give you the whole list, and it's the law. If they don't offer it to you, remember to ask for it. Safety in Panama for us, we've never had any problems. Our property is secure. When I go out by myself, I always lock my doors just because it's a precaution. I think you use the precautions that you would use anywhere in the US or any other country.
In the car.
Well, yeah, in the car. But even out, I have no problem. I go into Retiree, I go into Panama City by myself. I know the areas not to go. So those areas, if you go there, you're stupid. If you flaunt, you have money or you put on a lot of expensive jewelry, you're inviting a problem. And there are stories that go around about people that have had home invasions and things like that, but most of the time, it doesn't happen very often. It's related to something that they did, something that they sort of invited the maleantes, the bad guys, to get whatever they want from them. So some people think Panama is a dangerous country. It is not. It's very safe. And there's a lot of police around.
So we're very happy here, and if you would like to check out Panama, please come on down. But you need to look at the country, check out the different areas. It's a very diverse country. You want the beach, you go to the beach. You want mountains, you go to the mountains. You want the city, you go to the city. But check it out and see where you want to live. What suits your lifestyle? What suits your personality? And if necessary, spend a month here.
Yeah, it's good to come and spend. We had two trips, I think, and the third one we moved. The second one we found our property, and then the third one we just decided we can do it. We're leaving, we're going. And we miss our family, but with the internet, it's not a big problem, and we get to go back and visit them, and we've had them here too. The most important thing, two things to remember when you come to Panama: have a lot of patience, and you're not going to change Panama. You're not going to change the culture. You're not going to change the system. You adapt to your new environment and your new home. And basically, even though you get residency, you're still kind of a visitor here. So find out where is the best place for you to live. What you like, make a list, what your likes are and what your dislikes are. So you can compare those things and then go to the different places.
We are still guests here.
Yeah.
Even though we've been here for 15 years, we are guests of Panama, and we try to show our respect.